let's talk about the energies of September. What is moving around you right now in the collective field, but what energies come from the yearly cycle of nature? And before we dive deeper into the September energies and the theme of balance after the summertime, I have a gift for you, a beautiful, beautiful Pebble meditation for letting go. You can find the link to it below in the description. And if we don't know each other yet, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Annie, and in my community, it's about not only finding your purpose, but truly living it. And I personally find the second part a little more challenging. You and I, we are souls having a human experience, and so is everyone else. But that also means we are exposed to earthly energies, and sometimes that can be quite exhausting. That's why you will find an energy alignment on my channels every month. It helps you to navigate through the month, and each month we look together at what is happening in the collective field, which energies are swirling around, and how you can deal with them, and which impulses are coming from the natural cycle. At the end of each video, there will be an alignment practice for you for the months, tools to energetically support you throughout the month. So let's dive together into the energies of September. Maybe you already feel it. September brings a new vibration, and with it, the call to let go, to lighten your life before we enter autumn. That's an invitation to come into balance. In September, we have the Autumn Equinox, a day when light and darkness are exactly equal. A reminder of the constant change of life, of the flow of life. And maybe you feel it too. After the summertime, with its abundance and its vitality, you have a desire for rest. It's as if your inner being wants to breathe more deeply. The frequency of September feels like a gentle pendulum, sometimes unrest, sometimes peace. And this is exactly where the invitation lies for you, not to remain stuck in the extremes, but consciously allow the rhythm between the both poles. Balance does not mean that everything is always evenly distributed. Balance means that you stay in your center, even when life is moving and swirling. And that is exactly what we are invited to practice in this month. Let's look at the energies in the collective field. Because no matter how much you stay with yourself, you feel the energies, movements and tensions in encounters, in conversations with others, at work, while shopping, in kindergarten, at school. And this is exactly where we can set an energetic protection, not only for ourselves, but you can also contribute to the collective field with counter energies. So let's have a look at the first energy that's influencing the collective field in September. In the United States, lawmakers in Texas have approved a new congressional map that changes how voting districts are drawn. And supporters describe it as fair redistricting. Critics see it as a move that could reduce the influence of some voters. Beyond politics, it has raised questions about how strong and secure democracy really is, and that energy doesn't stop at the state lines. Yeah? Whenever people feel that their voice may not count, it creates waves of mistrust and division and instability. Even if you live far away from Texas, the vibration of uncertainty can reach you. Sensitive souls may notice it as unease in the body, or tension in the heart, or a sense of things aren't fair. Your inner truth cannot be redrawn on a map. No matter what happens in politics, your choice to stand in integrity and love and alignment is yours alone. When you feel collective noise or manipulation, pause, place a hand on your heart, and breathe slowly. Affirm to yourself, I trust my inner compass. My truth cannot be taken from me. This is how you stay steady and how you send back a frequency of trust and balance into the collective field. Another energy is strongly present in the collective field in September. Global markets are moving with tension. In the US, technology stocks are under pressure after a month of rapid growth driven by artificial intelligence. Investors are asking themselves now, has the excitement maybe gone too far? At the same time, the central bank is preparing for important interest rate decisions. And this mix of innovation and fear creates a wave that doesn't stop at Wall Street. It spreads across the world economy. And this brings a vibration of instability and doubt. On one side, there is great hope in new technologies and progress. On the other, there is anxiety about bubbles and overreach and losing control. Sensitive people may notice this as mental restlessness, like a racing nervous system or a feeling of unease that lingers in the background. In moments like this, your protection is grounding. Instead of being pulled into the fast electric pace of technology and money, bring yourself back into your body. Place both feet flat on the ground and feel their weight pressing into the earth. Like imagine roots growing from your feet deep into the earth. You can take slow breath and affirm, I'm rooted, I'm steady, I belong here. This simple grounding keeps you calm in the middle of that financial noise and sends also a stabilizing current back into the collective field, which energy is also in the field in September. In the US, hurricanes on the East Coast and wildfires in Florida, they're only not disrupting the daily life, they're shaking the foundations of the insurance industries. Each new disaster pushes premiums higher, and some families are told their homes can no longer be insured at all. Even global reinsurance companies in Europe or Asia are affected, which means this issue reaches far beyond one country. What used to feel like safety net is breaking under the weight of the climate change. This creates a vibration of insecurity and fear. Am I still protected? Can I afford safety? What happens if the structures I trust collapse? It is the collective realization that money cannot always buy security, and that systems considered stable are no longer guaranteed. Sensitive people may feel this as anxiety in their stomach, a restless mind, or a sense that ground beneath them is less steady than before. When the outer structures of safety seem uncertain, the invitation is to reconnect with the deeper protection that comes from within, from life itself. You can sit and close your eyes, you can take deep breath, and when you inhale, you can imagine that you draw from the strength of the earth beneath you. You can release the fear in the ground and take up the strength. I'm held. My safety is deeper than systems. I trust the flow of protection that surrounds me. By practicing this, you anchor yourself in a form of security that no policy can handle. And you bring this stabilizing energy also back into the collective field. And last but not least, for many families, summer holidays are not a time of rest, but some extra stress. The absence of school routines often means more organizing, more childcare, more noise, and very little time for themselves. As the new school year begins, There's finally a return to rhythm. Mornings have a structure again. Children are engaged, and there are moments of breathing space. What looks like a fresh start for the children feels often like a relief to the mothers. This shift brings a current of release, like an exhale after weeks of holding it together. But alongside relief, there may also be guilt. Yeah, the quiet thought that a mother should have enjoyed the summer more, or that she should not feel so glad to send her children back to school. The field carries both energies, freedom and shame, rest and self-judgment. And sensitive souls may notice this mix of energies as heaviness in their chest or a tug of war between joy and doubt. The practice here is compassion. Yeah? If you're a mother, allow yourself to feel relief without apologies. Recognize that your need for rhythm and space is not selfish. It's part of balance. Take a moment, maybe in the morning after the children are out the door. Sit quietly with a cup of tea or coffee. Deep breathly and affirm, structure supports me. I am allowed to rest. My joy supports my family. By honoring this relief as valid and sacred, you lighten the collective field for everyone, showing that balance is not only possible, but deeply necessary. And this is exactly where the natural rhythm of the year connects here. With the autumn equinox, nature reminds us that every order always includes transformation, light and darkness. Hold each other in balance. The old can be released so that the new may grow. If you would like to experience this letting go more deeply for yourself, I have recorded a beautiful Pebble meditation for you. It is my gift to you for September. You find the link below in the description. Let's move on to one of my favorite topics, the Celtic Wheel of Year, or the natural cycle. On September 22nd, we celebrate Mabon, the autumn equinox. We have that only twice a year, when day and night are exactly the same length. Pure balance, not only inside of you, but collectively and cosmically. As a symbol, this is so powerful. Light and darkness in absolute balance. Both are allowed to be. Nature shows us that we're still in the time of harvest, gathering the fruits we have sown, and at the same time, the process of letting go begins. Leaves fall, the days grow shorter, the light slowly withdraws. Mabon reminds us that the power of a transition is balance, like a door that opens for a moment. Behind you, the summer, full of light, before you, the autumn, calling you inward. This portal invites you to consciously choose what you want to take with you and what you may lay down here. A cycle is completed, a new one begins, and you may ask yourself, what may now be completed in gratitude? What may I release so that transformation can happen? Perhaps you would like to create a small ritual for yourself in September. In the evening, consciously light a candle, light and dark. Take a moment of silence and ask yourself, what do I want to lay down, release, transform in order to enter autumn more lightly? If you write it down and offer it to the earth or fire, it becomes a powerful ritual of transition. Just as nature transforms, so do we. Mabon gives us the reminder in every act of letting go lies the seed of the new. Begin your process best with my Pebble meditation. You can find the link below in the description. And then we have already come to the end of my energetic alignment for September, a month in which everything swings like a pendulum between letting go and new beginnings. My alignment practice for you in September is breathing. Yeah. Again and again. Pause. Place your hands on your heart. Take deep breaths. With each breath, consciously let something go and open yourself to something new. When you place your hand on your heart, you can maybe close your eyes, whatever fits for you, just for a moment, and then consciously hand something over. Say what you're letting go and what is allowed to come to you several times, like the pendulum, swinging from letting go to receiving, letting go to receiving. My alignment journaling question for September is, where can I invite more balance into my life? Let the answer come intuitively. Perhaps a field will show up where you give too much, or one where you're holding yourself back. And this is my alignment affirmation for you for September. In my center lies my strength. In my center, I find peace. In my center, I am free. And with that, the circle of the month closes from the outer changes in daily life through balance of equinox all the way to your inner center. In September, balance is the common thread that connects the world, the daily life, and the soul. And before I say goodbye, below you will find the link to my beautiful Pebble meditation to let go, a perfect start into the new month. I wish for you that you not just survive this September and other changes, but celebrate the transition. May it remind you that in every letting go lies new life, and that balance always arises when you trust your inner voice. Sending you lots of love, Annie.